Okay, I think my video stopped. I was telling you that you have to write the equation. I want you to write it, and that's what I want to see in your notes. Negative 13, so I'm going to rewrite the equation right here. This one right here, I'm going to rewrite it over here. Negative 13q plus 4 equals 7q plus 16, comma, q. This is part of the strategy, all right? As the strategy, you have to type the whole equation exactly the way it is, all right? So again, you have a number that you have to report on a bubble box. You only have to report the number, okay? So I'm going to draw the box, the bubble box right here. And you're going to put, we got a negative, so we have a negative sign, so we're going to put the negative 3, and you put the decimal point, and you put the 4. That's how you report your answer, okay? And here you're going to have the negative sign and the positive sign, and you're going to bubble the negative. You have the 0, the 1, 2, 3. Here's the 3. Here's the decimal point. So you bubble the decimal point. Here you have the decimal, the number, the 0, the 1, the 2, 3, 4. And you will bubble like this, okay? So that's how you answer these questions. And the answer is negative 3.4. Okay? So this is the strategy of solving for one variable. Here's the strategy and solve. Here it is. Okay? So now let's go to another one where we use the and solve. Let's go to problem number 19. This is the second video, all right? Both videos, I think it's going to be a total of 30 minutes. Okay, this expression right here. Not expression, sorry, an equation. So here we have an equation. Right here, we have an equation. And look what it says right here. What value of x? So remember, when you solve, we wrote it in our notes. When we solve, solving means find the value of x. It means leave the x by itself, solita. By itself, lonely. Leave the x by itself. Of course, if we're solving for one letter, if you have only one letter to solve for, you have an equation, we're going to use the and solve. Write it down. That is your strategy. Let's write it down. The steps. We press menu, then number 3, then number 1. And then what do? You type the equation. And then you press, and then add, comma, I'm going to make it bold, comma, plus the letter. Okay, so this is the strategy. Box it. And now let's solve it. Okay. This one we're not storing any values, but we can erase everything. Dog B. Okay. Sorry about my dogs. I hope you're listening to my dogs. They're barking in the background. Alright, so what do we press for this problem? Menu 3, 1. So we can do that. Menu, you can use the keyboard 3, 1. And then you have the answer. And we're going to type exactly the way your beautiful eyes are looking at it. Alright? So, first of all, we have a fraction. What did we say we press when we have a fraction? Control divide. Put control divide, and then you have 1 over 2. Then we have a parenthesis. Open the parentheses. Okay, no matter how many parentheses you have here, you still have to put them inside the parentheses of the answer. And I have 3x plus 4, and then I'm going to close it. And this equals control divide 1 over 2, and then move to the side and put the x on the side. Okay, when I say move to the side, it means that you press the side arrow, okay, the arrow to the side. All right, before we press enter, and before you close the parentheses of the answer, before you leave the parentheses, we finish typing the equation, we put comma x. Okay, because you're telling the calculator, all right, this is my equation, calculator, and I need you to solve for x. All right, so we're going to press enter, and that's the answer, -2. So our answer here is -2. Okay, so that's our answer. That's problem number 19. I also want a photo of this. This is the evidence that you worked. Photo. Remember, if I don't see your notes, you have a 0. Okay, then this is problem 19. Now let's go to number 36. Okay, let's go to number 36. Right here. 36. Look at this. Okay, this right here is called an inequality. It's not an equation. We call it inequality. And you have only one letter. You have the x. Okay? And they're asking you for the solution. What is the solution? What is the value of x? Okay? Look at the answers right here. X greater than or equal to, x greater than or equal to, x less than or equal to, x less than or equal to. This inequality right here is less than or equal to. I don't know if you remember that, all right? But we're going to treat this as if it were an equation, okay? So make this note. Treat it as if it was an equation, okay? So we can use the calculator to solve this one, as long as there's only one variable, okay? If there's only one letter, you can do this. Now, and I want you to look at the answers. 2 of them have 4, and 2 of them have 7 over 5. The only difference is the inequality. So I'm going to box these. I'm going to put these in pink. The two that have the -4. I'm sorry, the +4. Those two are the same. And these two are the same. Okay? Remember, I need to see the photo that you're doing and you're following the video, all right? So, treat it as if it was an equation. What does that mean? We're going to rewrite it. Rewrite it as an equation. Okay, so this one, rewrite it as if it was an equation. We have 8 parentheses 3x minus 2. So if it was an equation, what do? We get rid of the inequality and we put an equal sign. Okay, and then we put 2, 7x plus 12. All right, now that we have it in the form of an equation, we want to know what? What is the value of x? X is what? Question mark. So we can use the and solve. And solve. What do? Menu 3, 1. Okay? Now instead of putting the arrows and the boxes, we can just write it like this. Menu 3, 1. We type it exactly the way it is. Add comma, right? So let me continue. Let's do this one. Menu 3, 1. Let's type it. 8 parentheses 3x minus 2, close it, equals 2 parentheses 7x plus 12. Close the parentheses. There we have it. And then we close this parentheses, and here's where we put the comma x. So comma x. And we press enter. All right. Check if your calculator gave you a 4. If it didn't, you have to go back and check your steps, all right? So the answer is 4. So I know that is one of these two. So I can get rid of these two. Now, how do I know which one of these one is? Very easy. Look at the inequality. Where is this inequality pointing to? What is this? Less than or equal to. So it means that it must be this one. Less than or equal to. And that's the answer. Okay? Alright. So those are the inequalities. We're going to be solving them like if it were an equation. Alright? So this is the end of this lesson for today. Tomorrow, Friday, you will have an assignment, okay? I'm going to give you exercises for you to solve using the ANSOLVE, all right? You're going to be doing the ANSOLVE, and that way you can practice, okay? That way you practice the ANSOLVE, because this is the most common strategy with a calculator that you're going to need for your STAR test, all right? Okay, guys. So remember, I need to see your whole notes complete, just like I see them here in my video. That's the way I need to look at them when you send them, all right? Okay, guys. And don't forget, you have an assignment on Friday. Bye.